Hey guys, well, Helen again, and I have Mari tonight.
Again?
Yeah, so we stuck in this break room. We surrounded this bunch of bedside commodes and baby pumps.
If anyone needs to relieve themselves, be my guest.
Yeah, so anyway, we have like a little bit of education time, and I'm just happy to ask Mari, how is it going?
It is going good. There's been like a little bit of hiccups for school, but I mean, it's nothing bad. It's just because, work and school, sometimes the gods from above don't believe that, they should work with your schooling, which is fine. So you just, you make it work because you have to, because you have to work. I don't have the luxury of taking time off of work, so got it squared away, taken care of. It will get done, which is fine because I thoroughly enjoy my school, so that will for sure get done. But other than that, it's February. We are now getting our snow. Mother Nature forgot to take her bipolar meds, so we are now in the middle of snow in February, which we should be getting ready for spring. So, which ruined plans for Valentine's Day, but that's okay.
Did it ruin your plans?
Well, kind of, yeah, because we were supposed to get like my granddaughter on Friday, so my kids could go out and have their date, and then Javier and I were gonna go have our date on Saturday, but we didn't. We did not want to be on the roads with the crazy drivers who think that, they're invincible and they don't have to drive slowly and carefully. So we had prime rib dinner there at home, and we watched chick flicks. We watched Pretty Woman, and what else did we watch? Oh, we watched some of our shows. We caught up, and we had some cocktails, and we sat and we did absolutely nothing, and it was glorious.
You see, so
It was glorious sitting there doing nothing.
Everything happens for the reason.
That's true. That's true.
So
you have a point.
You kind of enjoy the winter day, being inside, warm and cozy, watching whatever you were watching. Well, let me tell you about my Valentine's Day. I was driving, honey. So I worked, and then I had to go on the road, and it took me 2 freaking hours to get from the hospital to home.
From our hospital.
Yeah, from our hospital to get home, because it was that night and it was snowing the whole night. And then you just I wish you would be able to see me like cleaning up the snow. I got that sign, the sign we have on the doors for contact precautions, because it's illuminated and it's firm. So that's what I was using to shovel my snow from my windshield.
Oh my god, that's great.
And then I was just like, whatever. So I turned my live stream on, and I was like, okay guys, usually I don't do that on the road, but I was so stressed out, and I was like, I just need to talk to someone. So I'm gonna do my live stream, and I'm gonna drive back home. It took me 2 hours to get there. And the funny part was that I still have Hawaiian plates on my car, and I was driving.
Did you get pulled over?
No.
Oh, okay.
They still, like it's legal until April, whatever. So, but I was driving in this snow, in this fog, and on this icy road, and it was 5 cars ahead of me doing 25 miles per hour on a highway. That's like 70 hours. And the people behind me, they were honking at me, thinking that this granny, this Hawaiian license plate, doesn't know how to drive on the snow. So they were just like pull on the side, and they were just like speeding up, and then they just like, oh, where would I go?
Exactly, because then they saw that there was cars in front of you.
So they didn't know.
I would have been like,
so
joke's
that's
on
what
you.
That's what I was doing. I was pushing my, that the button, you know, that it's like blinking. So I was just like laughing at them. I was just like enjoying that.
I love it. The hazard button can become our ha ha.
Yeah,
ha, ha.
that's what I was doing. I was going ha 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 ha.
I love
That's
it.
what
I
was
love it. That's great.
Yeah, so it was my entertainment for Valentine's Day, and then I got home, and actually the hospital was nice to me because they texted me and they asked me would I like to be on standby, and I said,
Oh, good.
yes, I like.
I'm not driving that again.
Yeah, and of course, so that was my
Good.
entertainment for this winter.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had fun though. We just sat and did nothing. You
That's
never
good.
realize how much you enjoyed nothing until you don't have much time to do nothing. And then you're just like, oh, this is heaven.
Yeah, well, I actually enjoy doing nothing.
I don't get to do it often, so we did nothing and we had fun.
That's good. All right, so I would like to ask you about your son. How is he doing in Minnesota? How he likes it? What's new? What kind of your plans?
So he is actually now believing what I told him, because so when he was little, he was born in John Day, Oregon. And we all know John Day gets really cold winters and lots of snow, and in John Day nobody has central heating. It's all wood stoves.
Oh, okay.
So you have to make sure, like summer and especially springtime, fall is when everybody loads up and gets loaded up wood-wise for winter. And that's what we would do. And you know, there was times where we would hit 0 or a little bit below, but not often. But it got cold. And I was like, son, make sure you're taking your warm stuff. Mom, I got this. I got this. We lived in John Day, Mom. I'm like, no, son.
You're going to
This
Minnesota.
is Minnesota. I'm like, I said, okay, you know how we like to watch grumpy old men? That's the winters you're going to have. Mom, it's gonna be fine. It's good. Okay. Because, you know, I'm 19 years old and I know everything.
Yeah.
Mom doesn't know anything.
Oh, of course.
So, okay. So I said, you know, when we were starting to hit November, I said, ask the locals what they use for boots, what they use for jackets, what they use for gloves, because it's completely different. So we did, and we sent it to him, and I said, son, you need pants, because he's like his dad. Shorts year round. And then they just put leggings on underneath.
Yeah.
No, Mom, I've got my leggings, you know, I'm fine. Okay. So they got their first snowfall, they got their first, and he's like, Mom, I need pants. Oh my God.
Snow pants.
It's like cold. I'm like, I told you. I told you. I told you. And then I felt so bad for it because he called, was it last? Yeah, it was last week. And I said, so how was your night, son? Oh, well, if you like getting woken up at 2 o'clock in the morning because the power is out, because the pipe's busted, because you have no heat and you can see your breath. He goes, it was fabulous. And I'm like, oops, okay. And he goes, I took the fastest shower of my life. He goes, it was so cold, but I had to clean myself. And I'm like, sorry, buddy. So he's finally realizing he doesn't know everything. He was finally realizing that what I was telling him about the winters there, completely different.
Yeah.
So he gets that, but he's excited. He interviewed for the RA job for his dorm, so
Okay.
he should find out next Friday if he gets it. So we're hoping he gets it because that takes a huge chunk of money off our plate that we have to pay, because the perks of that is you get your own dorm room, plus we don't have to pay for it, and then they work shifts at their little front desk where like all the mail is, you know, gathered and stuff, and so he gets a stipend for that.
Yeah, that's nice.
So he gets paid for that. So good and bad, but if he gets it, that means he has to leave 2 weeks earlier than planned, but hey, it's okay. School's going really well.
What that was going to
Passing
ask you.
all his classes.
Wonderful.
Wrestling is done. He was kind of bummed because he went a whole season with no W, but I said, hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
I said, just like in high school, your freshman year was your adjustment year because you went from wrestling middle schoolers to now you have high schoolers from 9th to 12th grade.
Yes.
I said, now your college level, you are not wrestling high school boys anymore. You are wrestling grown men.
That's right.
Like, you know, so it's an adjustment. He goes, I know, Mom, I was like wrestling. He goes, it was my last match and this guy came up on me and he goes, I wanted to pause and say, can we check the birth certificate? Please, can we check the birth certificate?
Really?
He goes, he looked like, he goes, just did not look like a college student, Mom. And I'm like, I told you, buddy, it's just an adjustment period. I said, now you know what you got to do. So when you go back next year, you're ready, you go, and then we make progress.
So is he coming back? It's not like a spring break for him?
Oh no, he's like, they have their finals April 30th through May 1st, and he has to be out of his dorm by May 5th at 4 p.m. Because campus closes down, they are done for the summer.
Okay, for the summer, but no spring break?
They had like a break. They don't call it spring break because they have their long break in October.
Okay.
They have like a week and a half, but of course he had to stay because he's got wrestling practice.
Yeah, okay.
So he stayed. No, he's already coming home for the summer.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well.
So this mama's excited because I thought we weren't gonna get to go get him till like mid-June, end of June, and like we were only gonna have like maybe 2 months with him, but no, we're gonna get 3 full months.
Is he gonna fly or are you guys gonna go?
No, we have to go get him because he's gotta take everything out of his dorm.
Oh, okay. Well, it's
So we have
gonna
to bring
be,
it home.
you know, like a trip again.
Yeah, it'll be nice. My husband and I are already planning it. It'll be a quick little getaway, driving to clear to Minnesota.
Okay. Well, I used to drive a couple times to Wisconsin from Oregon, and I enjoy it. I mean,
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful
so
scenery.
what route you taking? Are you going through Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota? Or?
So we leave through here. Yeah, and I think just my husband goes kind of like, we go towards like Washington and then hit that way. I think that's what it is.
Well,
I don't know, when we took him, I was crying in the back seat, so we didn't pay attention much.
No, but anyway, so you
It
have
was
to
dark and I was crying.
Yeah, you have to pass Idaho to, you know, get Montana, and then from Montana, there could be like, you can go south or you can go north, but whatever, it was fun. I enjoyed that ride, and Wyoming, I think Wyoming for me, it was such a weird state to drive through,
I think we did, because I mean, it was like such a blur, literally going and coming back, because like, I'm just like in a fog because I'm upset. It's, you know,
it's a long
that's
drive,
my baby. I'm leaving him clear across the world, and that's, you know, we're such a close-knit family. We've never spent that much time apart from each other.
You know, coming back, you guys can make some stops and do like
So now it's like not such a big deal. So we're gonna take our time heading
Enjoy the
up, take our
summer,
time coming
walk,
back, and so
taking your
it'll be
time,
nice.
enjoy the ride. Okay, all right. Well, I'm excited, you know, but I wish we can hear more about your progress in your beautician school.
Yes. Well, so I'm getting really good at my gel nails, and I think I've made the decision that that's going to be my main offering when my business starts up. I'm gonna kind of I didn't really enjoy acrylic, and I think a lot of it was the smell. The smell of the monomer. I found like some drops that you can put in to kind of cut down on the smell. I have my air purifiers and everything, but it just, you know,
Do you wear a mask?
practicing, and I wear I mean, I do the whole thing. But I was finding that by the end of my day, I would have just the most poundingest headache, and like almost like the inside of my nose would hurt. And so I just didn't like it. So I think it was more of the smell, and I like the fact that with the poly gel and the hard gel, you can actually take your time and make a beautiful nail, because that product does not dry until you put it under the light and you cure it, and then it's hard and then it's done. Where with acrylic, you have to be fast and get it in hopes that you don't have to file so much and make corrections to it. So to me, that was just the better choice, because I didn't feel like that was worth having to sit and smell, you know, the monomer so much to just rush and hope you came out with a good nail.
All right, so you guys, you see, it's whatever profession you choosing, there is always pros and cons.
Oh, yes.
The same as nursing. So go and get your good grades in school.
Get your good grades in school, yes, and go to school. Just go to school. And I mean, I know school is not for everyone, but whatever trade you find, you have to have your training. So do your training and just work really hard at it, because, you know, we're not completely done till we're 6 feet under, but it's a little easier if you start off a little bit earlier.
Yeah, that's true. And guess what? Now we're going to go back to our education.
Yeah.
Because,
We got to learn how to save people correctly.
yeah, well, people don't know how hard it's to do your education at night shift. So we just do our best.
We're taking a break so we don't fall asleep during our education. That's so hard, because we're in a profession where we're constantly moving and moving and moving,
Yeah.
and then they expect you to sit
Yeah.
and watch
read.
things off of off of the computer and read off the computer. So it's tough.
It's done. All right,
So.
guys. Thank you, Marie. And
Thank you,
guys,
Helen.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.